guys, MMA here, bringing you another fight review. This one between Michael Chiesa and Kuivanen. Haven't really heard of Kuivanen before. Michael Chiesa, obviously, I know he's the winner of season 16, I believe it was. Season 15. Sorry, season 15 of the Ultimate Fighter. Obviously, we're now at season 17. 155 pounder, 6 foot, I think 3. He's absolutely huge height-wise for 155 pounder. As a result, not very muscular. How can he possibly be? He almost looks wrong when you see him in a cage. He almost looks too long and too lanky, and you think, yeah, this guy can't strike. There's no way he's too long. But it turns out he doesn't need to, because he took Kuivanen down, got to his back, and as we've seen, we saw all throughout the Ultimate Fighter, we've seen it in the UFC now, if this man takes your back, you're getting choked. There's almost no other option. He is just going to keep working. Great, being patient for that. Those long limbs, he can wrap round, put the body triangle on you so you can't turn into it. Put those long limbs on him, and yeah, first round victory for him. He got his arms across, squeezed, and that will really help Michael Chiesa. He'll be shooting on up the UFC ranking. Someone like Kuivanen, unfortunately, may be getting cut from the UFC. Dana White talked about having too many guys on the roster at the moment. And if you lose to someone like Michael Chiesa, who, although he won the Ultimate Fighter, he's by no means up, say, top 20 in the lightweight division. Sorry, one of the issues being the lightweight division is just so stacked. I mean, you haven't really got a top 10. You've got like a top 25. When the heavyweight, you've got the top 10ers. You've got 3 or 4 people that could fight for the title. In the lightweight division, I mean, you must have 10 people that could fight for the title and give the current champ Benson Henderson a real fight. Yeah, Chiesa's he's a strange one. Obviously, those long limbs favour Jiu-Jitsu. He's a good wrestler. He'll get you down. One of the things we often see with fighters, especially if they're not that experienced or haven't been around that long, especially Jiu-Jitsu guys, is that Jiu-Jitsu is rubbish without wrestling or some sort of grappling skill, because you see often someone like Vinny Magalesh, for example, in the light heavyweight division. Okay, so he's great at submitting you, but he's great in jiu-jitsu contests when you both start off and you're both trying to submit each other, and you start off kneeling or touching, like gi tournaments, things like that. Yeah, not quite the same when the guys start off standing and he's going to punch you in the face. So he's had to learn more sort of MMA jiu-jitsu, just like Chael Sonnen did very well wrestling at college, but as an MMA wrestler, he's such a step ahead than as an all-out wrestler. So it's one of those things where Michael Chiesa, he's great at taking the back, he's great attacking the neck with submissions, but he also has the wrestling to go with it. He can also take you down, which is really, really important. He can actually do that. So great fight for him. He's had, I think, it was something like 9 months off since he won the Ultimate Fighter. He hasn't fought then because of illness, actually, which is a big shame. But yeah, he goes on up the lightweight division. He's probably, if he wants to put on any sort of run to get into the top 10, as I said, it's super stacked up there, so it's going to be really difficult. And he's got his work cut out. He's going to have to beat some high-level guys. And I feel from looking at him in the cage, number one, he needs to get a lot more comfortable in the cage. And number two, he needs to improve on his striking. As I said, wrestling is quality. He's got great cardio for days. We saw that on Tough. And his submission skills are quality. It's just, yeah, the boy needs to work on his striking. He doesn't look very comfortable. There's no snapping. We see him again in the octagon, and he'll always have a following because he's the winner of the Ultimate Fighter. You definitely get fans.